You're welcome to Open Doors Media. My name is Shegun Johnson, and in the studio we have our own Mr. Nat Iyakwa. Nat, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, my Lord Spiritual.
My Lord Temporal, good afternoon. It's been a long time we've come to you, but there are pressing issues to be discussed. You recall that President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria went to the United States and stayed a few days with President Obama. What did they bring back? President Buhari has traveled to a few countries since he was inaugurated the president of Nigeria. He's been to Chad, he's been to Cameroon, he's been to Sudan, and he's still going to other places for security reasons. Now, from the United States, what did he bring back? One would have expected that economic policies will be strengthened, security, maybe he will get some ammunition, armaments, and get as a promise. These are the issues we want to discuss right now. Nat, was this trip worth it for 2 billion naira, taking some governors and entourage and flying to America with all the accompanying expenses? Was it worth it in your own opinion?
Well, let's assume that they had the opportunity of having a handshake with, with the president of the United States of America, and Buhari staying in Blair House, being the second head of state from Nigeria to stay in Blair House. Apart from that, it was more of sightseeing, road show, and the jamboree.
Okay, let's take it one after the other. Security. Did Buhari manage to get any concrete help? Because we were told that they were going to help Nigeria in finishing Boko Haram. Did they get the Cobra helicopter they were looking for?
No.
They
were denied any of those weapons to come and fight.
On the basis of only agreement, the law that says that you can't give a country that has been using the weapon with problems of human rights. Yeah. Now, but with a Buhari administration, why could they not change that and say, look, you are a new man, and we believe in you?
Well, nothing really has changed since the denial of America to give Jonathan's regime arms and ammunition to fight the insurgents. Nothing has changed. Same defense staff, service chiefs that were still there.
Yeah, but in fact,
we have been told that it was pressure from America, hoping that he would get something out of that. Yeah, but he fired them and he got nothing.
So, okay, talking about anti-corruption stance, President Buhari went there and said that America should help Nigeria to chase $150 billion. He said that most ministers of the last regime were corrupt. Was that something that was positive to the image of Nigeria? Was it positive to make investors come to Nigeria? Was it positive to call all the ministers of Jonathan a rubbish gem? Or what's your take on this $150 billion?
Well, I think so many figures have been branded around. But the key thing, the bottom line is that, which Buhari himself confessed, that people are still stealing our crude oil up to July 10. So it means even after his own watch, corruption is still there in the oil industry.
He said in America, they were stealing 1 million barrels a day. But when he got back to Nigeria, he said the number has reduced to 250,000 barrels. Why all these up and down, nothing seems to be concrete. Right. But specifically, I want to know, a president went to another country to represent his own country, and he said, my people are thieves. And he said it openly, and please let me collect the money. Will you hear that from Western heads of state?
No. At least you have to protect the integrity of the nation.
The nation you are representing.
The patriotic citizens of that nation. We agree that not every Nigerian is a thief.
No, not every Nigerian.
You know, they're less than 10%. 150 million. less than 10% of that thing are the people fiddling with our resources.
So in terms of running after corrupt people and running after money, do you think he's going to make any headway of having spoiled the image of Nigeria? Everybody says, let's make the image of Nigeria good. He has spoiled it. Will he get something concrete?
Well, the irony is that he's been talking of probing.
Yes.
But he's now zeroed it to Jonathan's administration. But what people are asking, it looks like he has put what we call a moratorium on Obasanjo's regime, Yar'Adua's regime. Yes. This man, he was there for, let's say, 5 or 6 years. Are you not telling the whole world in Nigeria that corruption started 6 years ago? 6 years ago in Nigeria.
Well,
and again, it's been said that APC is as corrupt as PDP.
Of course.
You have people around you who can name names, who go for them.
Yes.
He has said he wouldn't spare anybody, but go for them. Charity begins at home.
And at the state level as well.
Yeah, charity begins at home.
Yeah.
And then you can go out, clean your house.
I think we have challenges with Mr. President, the way he has carried on in his presidency. In my own opinion, he's not been able to make affirmative, positive policies. For instance, what economic policy did he take to the United States that we could say, yes, they said it will help them? Do you?
No, not that I'm aware. Not that aware, because we would have expected that when a high-power delegation is going to another country, with the head of state leading that delegation, there should have been a documentation.
Yes.
This is our condition. This is what we are requesting for, so that we can move the country forward economically. But there was no economic team, no foreign policy team, no security team.
And then there were no ministers.
No ministers.
Because the Secretary of State, the counterparts, could not discuss with civil servants.
No. In the diplomatic circle, you don't discuss with people less than your level.
It must be your counterpart.
Yeah.
And here you are taking a whole plane of people, and you are not having their counterparts that are going to discuss with them.
Yeah.
So all the governors that went with him, a governor like Okorocha, just went for nothing. He shook the hand of Obama.
And he has made posters in his state to show that he shook hands with
I mean, that is the height. That's the height of
just starting. It's a just start.
And yet he's not been paying the workers' salary.
People have commenced a strike. That is the Obama's hand will in the state. Yes.
I think we have.
If you look at the set of governors it took there, they are not serious people. Ashimole has lost his credibility. The governor of Nasarawa State is not a serious person.
Is that Al-Makura?
Yeah, Al-Makura is not a serious person. The governor of Oyo State, Ajimobi. I mean,
these are scraping governors.
Yes. The man in Borno State, somebody was saying he was part of the Boko Haram team that went to America with the president.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, he has some. When we now look at all of this, he went to America for nothing. He spent all the money for nothing, and I think most importantly, the greatest mistake he made in this American trip was when he was discussing with the Institute of Peace, and when he said that America has constituted as part of helping Boko Haram. And that has been something that the media has picked up in the United States, saying that how dare he say they're part of Boko Haram because they did not sell ammunition to Jonathan.
He denied it.
No, he did not deny it because it was recorded. He said
they denied it. His special assistant media, Femi Adesina.
Yeah.
He said that was not what the president said. Or maybe that's what.
No, he said it was misinterpreted. Yeah, that was not it meant.
Yeah.
But they said, you see, when we are in Nigeria, we don't have people graduating from level to level. By the time you become a president, they will tell you there's something called soundbite. that you mustn't make certain statements, no matter how correct they are, because it will be misconstrued. Sound bites are very important. You went there and said the agreement, the Olihi agreement, will not allow America to support the Nigerian government, and therefore indirectly you have supported Boko Haram. That's what Americans had. This man is accusing us of supporting Boko Haram. That's what they are. That's the precedent. You should have been told while you are climbing the ladder that there are certain things you be careful not to say.
And remember this statement he said about the number of votes each state. State who gave him more votes, and people didn't give him. He didn't expect anything.
That's what he said.
It's a very, very serious indictment
yes.
on Mr. President.
That's a soundbite.
Such a statement.
Yeah.
Once you have won the election and you are sworn in, Nigeria becomes a constituency. You don't start
becoming president of some people and president, no president of.
You can keep. Those are not things you even dream or even think of saying out.
Yeah, out of the abundance of hearts,
we were told that no Nigerian president has ever said that.
No.
Yeah, they do it, but you don't come and say it to the whole world.
Then he said that's not what he said. He didn't try to.
Yeah, again, that one he tried to redeem his image.
All right, people have been joking all over London. Buhari went to Obama, Obama went to Kenyatta. It's like Obama is. And did you listen to the message of Kenyatta to Obama, saying that, Mr. President, we have many things in common, but the things we don't have in common, especially gay marriage, is a non-issue in Kenya and therefore is not on the agenda. And everybody has applauded that statement all over the world.
Yeah.
But in the case of Buhari, he said he did not discuss it with Mr. President directly.
Yeah.
So we were not in a position to speak like Mr. Kenyatta.
Yeah.
And
which is sad and it's unfortunate, because we as a head of state, you stand and speak out. You are representing 150 million people behind you.
Yes.
So whatever you say, don't say. It's like those 150 million didn't say anything.
I've read some analysis, and they've been trying to say that the American government wanted Buhari to be for gay rights, and then they give him the ammunition. And since he was not forthcoming, and he didn't even say anything about it, then he's not getting anything. Oh well. On the home scene, it looks like Buhari broke the problem between Dogara and Gbajabiamila. I mean, you recall that the speaker, after he has been inaugurated, refused to accept APC presentation of majority leader, especially Femi Gbajabiamila. And that has been on for a while. And the last minute, Tinubu went to Buhari. Buhari called Dogara. Dogara accepted. And Gbajabiamila is the majority leader in the House today. What's your take on this?
Nothing has changed.
What do you mean? Gbajabiamila is the majority leader right now. What do you mean nothing has changed?
Well, the dynamics, and as we keep saying, politics is just starting now. We're looking forward to weeks to come, months to come, and the next 3 years and some few months to go. Dogara is not really going to be affected with any majority leader, because first and foremost, all other positions are the Dogara position.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
all other positions are Dogara.
So who was the loser? Who lost out of Dogara's paper? All of them won except one person. Is that the man from Southeast?
Not even Southeast. I think Southwest.
From Northwest.
Southwest is the loser at the end of the day.
Oh no, Southwest has the vice president. Southwest has the deputy speaker in the House, and now Southwest has the majority leader. If they brought anything at all, because
in the Constitution, the vice president
has no job.
Well, he has a job. It depends on what the president gives him. The same thing in the House of Rep.
Yeah.
It depends upon the speaker. If you have a very powerful speaker and very adventurous person,
energetic speaker,
the deputy doesn't even have, even if he's not there, nothing happens. And again, the majority leader in the House of Reps has to take instruction from the Speaker. It is not number 3 in the pecking order.
Okay.
Yes.
But is it
the
not
Speaker, Deputy Speaker, majority leader?
When a bill comes from the Federal Executive Council, where does it go? Is it to the Speaker or to the majority leader?
Two things are happening. It goes to the Speaker, but the majority will read it out.
Oh, that's exactly.
Yes. Yes. So, and when you read it out, that is the end of your input.
So I think you're right. It comes from the presidency straight to the clerk of the National Assembly. The clerk of the National Assembly sends it to the clerk to the House of Representatives, who sends it to the Speaker. The Speaker says, "Okay, table it."
Yeah.
And then the majority leader, can the majority leader say, "I'm not tabling it"?
No, unless he doesn't want the job again.
Well, will you say that Tinubu is effectively in charge of the party? Because when this thing came to a head, he went to Buhari and Buhari brokered it.
Well, the thing is that from very deep analysis,
yes,
PDP controls the National Assembly.
One
way or the other. This is the hard facts.
This is the reality.
Yeah, APC has to face. PDP is one, the legislative arm of the federal district, PDP. PDP is APC executive. Judiciary is neutral.
The reason why I will not controvert that was because of 81 senators supported Saraki, voted
vote of confidence.
Yes. Vote of confidence. 81 senators. So,
and 81 minus 49. What do you have left? Those are APC. So, in short, those 81 minus 49, the balance, they are PDP people. Because they made the Senate president.
Of course, they did. So that's the way politics will go.
Yes.
If you want to present a bill and PDP is not in favor of it, that's it. And but Buhari appears to be distant from the two parties. It's like, look, I'm doing my thing, and I don't want to anybody, other party or National Assembly, or what do you think?
Well, his problem is he's not a politician.
No, he's not.
Yes. And his rules, he seems not to be learning. And I think it's in a dream world. He also thinks that we are 30 years back, 1983 or 1984. Things, Nigerians have changed, the dynamics have changed, politics have changed, and the people who are around now, they really are the 21st century politicians.
Okay. Do you think his lack of announcement of ministers, do you think it's because he doesn't know politics, or he just doing it, or he wants to be alone because also the civil servants will be dancing around him? But when politicians come as minister of this, minister of that, you'll be able to say, Mr. President, you cannot do it like this. This is the way. This is the way we think we should do it.
What is really happening is that he has even said, Bintola will have ministers in September. Ministers do not have anything to do with contracts.
Yes, he says
permanent secretaries.
Yes.
What has effectively been done is they have created another layer of corruption, because the contractors will now be running
to the permanent secretary.
And for sure, it's not for nothing.
Oh no,
it's not for nothing.
And then you have also reduced the minister to a clerical officer who will just come on Wednesday, sit down with the president, and then go. Because where you have removed authority and you give power, then it's like, why am I the minister with the power of a minister but without the authority of a minister? The authority is the relationship between the minister and the permanent secretary and the rest of the civil servants. But you have removed the authority he has no relationship with it. He says, sir, go and discuss with Mr. President. I'm busy doing these contracts, which I have to hand over to the presidency at a point. So the minister becomes a clerical officer there.
We are going back. It's like a retrogression. We had a similar experience during the Bangladesh regime. some of people who are very close to working with the Obasanjo again. Obasanjo was a sole administrator.
Yeah.
There were ministers, but they had no input. If I were even one or two friends of mine who are ministers, when you go to the Federal Executive Council meeting, he tells you what he wants to do. No objection. If not, you already signed your letter of resignation.
Of course.
Date it. And you are gone. So there is this military mentality there is still this military mentality in Yar'Adua.
Yeah.
Story in Buhari, yes. And it's really not helping matters.
No, it's not, in my own opinion. Nat, before we go, we had the sad news of the passing away of the Ooni of Ife, Oba Okunade Shijuade. That's a sad event, isn't it? And, how will you relate him with Buhari, especially with his friend Emir of Kano, Ado Bayero, the late?
It's what we call the irony of history, or history keeps repeating itself. We recollect that these two emirs, they are all late now.
Yeah.
And they are so resting in peace. They were suspended by Buhari, I think 83 or 84, for traveling to Israel without permission. They came back and they were suspended. But at the end of the suspension, really nothing came out of it. I wasn't too sure if the late Ooni of Ife have had the opportunity of meeting Buhari's second coming. I'm not too sure. I'm not, because it will be an irony. We've been away for 30 years. We are still here.
We are still here. We
are still here.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And
our hearts goes out to the immediate family, the royal family of Ife, people from Osun State, Nigeria, and Africa. He was a very flamboyant traditional ruler and highly respected, and I think he's made his mark in the history of
absolutely. I got a few calls from home yesterday because I'm a descendant of royal family in Ife as well. So if you want to give condolences, I will receive, because I'm from the Ologbenda, which is a ruling house as well. And people have asked me if I want to be king of Ile-Ife, and I've said no. Like Nat said, from London, we send our condolences to everyone in Ile-Ife, and indeed Nigeria. What a mighty loss. He contributed in the world of business. We hope that the next person that will step into his shoes will contribute to the development of not only Ile-Ife, but to the development of Nigeria. One thing is that there was this rivalry between Oni, this particular man, and Alaafin Oyo. Will that come to a rest now?
No, but they're in different states now. You know, that
one
problem that solved it was the division of Oyo into Oyo and Osun.
Yeah, but the Yorubas were not divided. Indeed, the differences, but they still contesting who is superior. Is the Alaafin, that is the Alaafin or the Oni. We're not talking the individuals, we're talking of the position.
Is it the children of history will tell you that the Alaafin of Oyo, the Oyo Empire had its role to play in history. But Ife, the cradle of civilization, Yoruba civilization especially, has its own place to play in history. We are not talking of who is paramount or who is higher than each other, but everybody had his place, part to play.
Well, that's how far we can go today. It looks as if the supremacy of who is greater between the Alaafin and Oni will continue even after the passing on of the incumbents. I can only thank Mr. Yakob for coming again, and will surely continue this. I want to thank our technical crew and manned by Iron Johnson. Until next week, God bless you.
Thank you.